childhood. Hello, happy Friday. Um, we are going to watch a video together. There's only 7 questions, and then I'm going to go through some more examples just for fun to get everybody else because clearly there's more than 7 people here. So again, you need to participate at least once to get your 60 points for the day. And yeah, so let's just jump right in. Okay, oh, I forgot I didn't share my screen. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be on Edpuzzle today because it is Friday and I think we can have a little fun today. We are officially in chapter 10 in our textbook. If say for example, we were in school and all we're using our books, we would be in chapter 10, which is getting into just a lot of dividing and multiplying fractions. So today we're just going to kind of be introduced to multiplying fractions a little. And if you already know how to do this, great. Based on what I know is not many of us remembered how to do this based on the reviews we did in April. So let's find out how well we do today. Okay. All right.
About something even easier than that. I'm talking about multiplying fractions. Multiplying fractions is super easy. In fact, it's easier than adding fractions. That's why we're going to learn it first. The reason it's easier is because fractions are really just division problems, and multiplication and division get along much better than addition and division. Now, since fractions are division, that means if I have the problem 1/4 times 2/3, it's the same as the problem 1 divided by 4 times 2 divided by 3. That means I have both multiplication and division in the same problem.
All right. First question. What operation does the fraction bar represent? Stayla, you are first.
Division.
Division. That is correct. Boom. Whoop, whoop.
And because they get along so well, that means I can just rearrange our problem to look like this. Now it looks like 2 multiplication problems that are being divided, and it looks just like a fraction. In fact, if we go ahead and do the multiplications, 1 times 2 equals 2, and 4 times 3 equals 12, then we do have a fraction, and it's the answer to our problem. So what does all this mean? Well, it means that to multiply fractions, all you have to do is multiply the top numbers, and then multiply the bottom numbers, and ta-da! There's your answer. As always, let's see an example or two. Let's try this problem, 2/3 times 4/5. Now we could rewrite the problem like we just saw, but that's not necessary as long as we remember the procedure. First, we know our answer is going to be a fraction, so let's go ahead and write a new fraction line for it. Next.
Well, all right, we're jumping right in. It wants to know who can help us out here. What would it be based on what we're learning? Oh, where'd it go? There it is. All right. Interesting. I don't think I see any hands up. That's a first. Drevin.
The 8/15.
Yes, 8/15, because like he just said, you multiply across. 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 5 is 15. Done.
No,
right?
I do it from the 3 and the 4 and then 5 and 2.
Huh?
I do it from 3, 5, 3, 4 and then 5, 2.
That doesn't make sense.
I do it from the bottom to up.
But if you did 3 times 4, you'd get 12, and 5 times 2 is 10.
Wait, I did something wrong then.
I'm pretty sure you just multiplied across because that's what he just told us to do. Because
yeah, let's just multiply from the top thing. I'm going stupid.
Right, you multiplied the 2 on top and then the 2 on bottom.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I was just confused. I was like, how did you get the right answer but do it the wrong way? And I was like, there's no way. Okay, he's got it.
Next, we multiply the top numbers. 2 times 4 equals 8, so 8's the top number of our answer. And last, we multiply the bottom numbers. 3 times 5 equals 15, so 15 is the bottom number of our answer. There we have it. 2 over 3 times 4 over 5 equals 8 over 15. See how easy that was? And fun, too. Even funner than video games. Okay, time for another example. Let's try 6 over 11 times 7 over 8. From our multiple.
Boom. Alexis, I saw yours first.
It's 42 over 80.
Yes, because again, just multiply across. She did 6 times 7, 11 times 8. Boom, done. Guys, so far it seems very easy, but we've never done this before, correct? We never multiplied or did division of fractions.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure we haven't because I don't think we've ever done it based on the chapter my teacher book was in when I got it from the school. So if you've ever done it.
Not with you. I did it with a different teacher.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say I don't think I have. So other than Alexis, because I want to make sure I'm not going crazy. Did anybody else multiply and divide fractions
I have to
before?
run somewhere.
Because just keep in mind we've done addition and subtraction of fractions and improper fractions and mixed numbers, because that's what we did Wednesday, if you remember. We had mixed numbers and added. But I just want to make sure we've never multiplied and divided. At least not with me. Okay, good. Okay, just double checking. I just don't want us to do things we've already done. You know what I mean? Okay. But it really is easy. So even if we have done it, we'll get through it so fast, guys. We really will.
Multiplication table. We know that 6 times 7 equals 42. So 42 is the top number of our answer. And on the bottom, we have 11 times 8, which is 88. So 6 over 11 times 7 over 8 equals 42 over 88. Oh, now some of you might see that this answer could be simplified, but we'll save simplifying fractions for another.
He's like, we'll save it for another time. And then he's like, JK, what is it? That's funny to me. What would this be simplified? Wow, we have a lot of hands. Natika. Oh, wait. Do you want me to call you by the name?
24 over 44.
You said 21 over 44? Yeah. So that one for sure works. And then I'm gonna test her even further, see if we can get it down any more. So based on what I see, 21 is not an even number, so I can't just, divide that by 2. I could divide it by 3 and get down, but 44 is not divisible by 3, so for now, she is correct. All right, good job.
Fractions for another video. All right, let's see one last example. Here it is. 1/2 times 4 over 3 times 3 over 5. Wait a minute. This has 3 fractions multiplied together, and the middle one looks like an improper fraction because its top number is bigger than its bottom number. Does our procedure work for this problem too? Yep. All we have to do is multiply all the top numbers together and then multiply all the bottom numbers together, and we'll have our answer. And this will work no matter how many fractions we have to multiply. So on the top, we have 1.
All right, guys. Go away. God bless. Okay. All right. There's a lot of hands. Okay. Anusha.
Twelve over 30.
Yes. Because 3 times 4 is 12 times 1 is 12. 2 times 3 is 5 wait, JK. What? Did I do that wrong in my head? Oh, 2 times 3 is 6. I'm dumb. Times 5 is 30. Yes, I said times 5. I'm so dumb. Okay. Yes, that is correct. What? Oh, they're both right because of the simplified form. Sorry. We were right. I apologize.
We have 1 times
I didn't
4
even
is
see
4.
that option.
4 times 3 is 12. And on the bottom, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 5 is 30. That means our answer is 12 over 30. So there you have it. Multiplying fractions is easy because fractions are just another way of writing division problems. But remember, there's another way to think about fractions. We can also use fractions to represent parts of things, like half a pizza, for instance. But does it make sense to multiply half a pizza by another half? Actually, it does. If you're thinking of fractions as parts of something, then multiplying fractions is really like taking part of another part. For example, here's half a pizza. Now you can see that if I take 1/2 of that half, then I get 1/4 of a pizza. And if we do the multiplication, 1/2 times 1/2, you see that we do get 1/4. So that's why you can think of multiplying fractions as taking part of another part. In fact, sometimes, especially in word or story problems, you'll see multiplying fractions written using the word of instead of times. They may ask, what's 3/4 of 2/3? And now you know they just mean, what's 3/4 times 2/3?
Boom. All right. So if it said something like this, what is 3/4 of 2/3? What would it equal? Pooja.
The first one.
First one, yes, because 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 3 is 12. Let me just make sure it doesn't want us to simplify. Okay, cool, there's no option. So again, Anusha was right last time, guys. I must have misread the question when it said to simplify, because I definitely didn't see that. But I was just making sure it wasn't going to do that to us again. Awesome.
So,
What the? Oh, well, now it's asking us, what is 6/12 simplified? Agni. Or not. Again, guys, I can't.
Talking in mute.
Oh. Did you want to answer it? Your hand was up. You don't have to, though.
Wait. Is it the first one?
No.
I don't know then.
That's okay. Kabir, what about you?
The middle one.
All right. So he thinks it's the middle one. Okay. Can we simplify that even further, though? Jay?
1/2.
Yes. So I'm just gonna pick 1/2, see if that works. If it wants us to do 2/4, then Kabir, yes, Kabir was right. That is simplified. I just simplified it even more. So is he gonna say I'm wrong? Okay, cool. We're right. Yay.
So, whether you think of fractions as parts of something or as division problems, the procedure for doing the multiplication is exactly the same.
Awesome. All right. So guys, again for my new friends, remember not to draw on the screen. But otherwise, so guys, today's lesson pretty easy, pretty fast. Only because there's not like too much that goes into multiplying fractions. But I'm about to open up a Word document because I need to show you 2 things. Because there are 2 things he didn't talk about in the video that we will be seeing later this week. Oh, and oh my gosh, hold on. It'll come up eventually. There we go. Aha. Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't have to do that. I just have to share my screen. Oh. Okay, let me share my screen one last time. All right. Okay. So I want to show you something that he didn't talk about that you will see later this week. And this way I can just draw. Again, we're not drawing. Only Mr. Hughes is drawing. No one else should be drawing. All right? Okay. So we know how to multiply across now. You know, if it was something like that, we just spent the last 30 minutes doing this kind of stuff. However, what would we do? What would we do if we got this? 2 times, let's do 3/4. Does anybody know how to do that? Or does anybody want to take a guess at how to do that? Again, I would love to hear from people who have not participated yet. So Portia, I haven't heard from you yet.
I think you do 2 times 3 and then 2 times 4.
Okay, you are half correct. She is half correct. Does anybody know why she is only half correct though? Philmon, do you know why she's half correct? I see your hand up and you're not on mute, but I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Did she say 2 times 3, then 2 times 4?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say the same.
Okay, yep, so it's not that. I mean, that's half correct. I don't want to tell you which half yet. So Niraj, do you know how to do it?
So I'm pretty sure you just do 2 times 3. And then
Again, no drawing, guys. No, do not do that. Okay, so Niraj and Portia both said 2 times 3. I'll go ahead and give you guys that. That is correct. But why? Why am I not doing 2 times 4?
Is it because it's not 2 2s?
Make sure we raise our hand. Demaya, that was a good guess, but no, it is actually not that. Draven.
There's no numerators. There's no numerator. That's why.
You're close. There's no denominator.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, our numerator's here, but there's no denominator technically. So
So the 4 would just be 4.
Technically, yes. For those of you that don't know though, if you ever have a whole number, every whole number is always over 1. Always. Always over 1. Which would, like Draven said, it might as well just be the 4 because then it is 1 times 4, which is still 4. But every time you have a whole number, if it was a 3 times 1/2, this is now 3 over 1, which would then be 3 times 1, which is 3, and then 1 times 2, which is 2. Anytime there's a whole number, it is over a 1. All right? Again, this is being recorded, so if you forget this, like if it's on your homework and you're like, Mr. Hughes told me what to do if I have a whole number and a fraction, I forgot, watch this video. But that's why. Now, I want to explain to you another thing that he didn't talk about. So let's go back to the same one we had, which was 2 times 3/4. The reason why we do not do 2 over 2 is, does anybody know? Wow, 5 of you know, supposedly. Alexis, do you know why?
2 over 2 would be a whole.
2 over 2 is a whole. Yes, 2 over 2, guys, equals 1. This is technically then, that's what you would be saying. It is now 1 times 3/4, which is not true because that was not the question we got. That was not the question we got. We would get the complete wrong answer, all right? Oh, I'm sharing my screen, so you guys could probably see it if I pull up my calculator, I think. I just want to show you. Can everyone see my calculator? Thumbs up emoji. Yes or no? Can you see my calculator? Thumbs up emoji. Yes or no? Agni can. Just Agni? No one else? No one else can see it? Nope. 2 people say no. Well, that's not helpful. Nope. Okay, a lot of you can't see it. I don't know how Agni's able to see it then. He must have a very special computer. Okay, then I will show you on my phone. Best of luck to all of us. All right, you guys ready? Like Alexis is saying, 2, this is why I wish I could just show you, divided by 2 equals 1. Any number divided by itself, look, oh, let me write it. Any number divided by itself equals 1. Always. Your number could be 300,000, 348,000 over 348,000. Guess what? It equals 1 every time. Every time. All right? Any number divided by itself equals 1. And that's not what this is. Okay? So, when we get a whole number, do not put that number on the bottom. That doesn't work. What do we put on the bottom? I would love to hear from someone who's been paying attention who has not answered anything yet. Which would be, I haven't heard anything from Akreet. I have not heard from Tobias. And I don't know where Lolita went, but I haven't heard from her either. So, Akreet or Tobias, do either of you know what goes under that?
What goes under what?
This problem that we've been working on right here. We are not drawing on the screen. Stop. Tobias or Akreet. Just so I don't mark either of you absent, I need one of you to at least try, even if you're wrong. What goes under this 2?
Is it
3?
1?
I can't hear. Okay, we're done.
Is it